Hi, champions. I want to share with you the hiring process of one of the companies that I posted here. Now, this company, they hire customer service and technical support guys, and it's mostly work from home. I've talked about that company before, but I just mentioned it in passing. I didn't really talk about the hiring process, being that I had not gone through it. So now that I've gone through it myself, I want to let you in on it so you know what to expect. You ready? The name of the company is joinhgs.com. It's right on the screen, joinhgs.com. But before you rush to submit your application, I must tell you that they don't hire from every country. In fact, when you go to their website, it's clearly stated there where they hire from. I know they hire from India, they hire from the UK, US, Canada, and some other countries, but feel free to go see for yourself. Now, when you go to their website, you're going to see what positions are available. And let me just tell you first, all right? They're hiring from different provinces in Canada, and their job ad that is on their website, they are hiring about 25 persons from almost each province in Canada. So from 25 persons, if you are in Canada, there is no way you will not be among. That is after you've watched my video on how to structure your CV and the CV template. If you've not seen that video, go and look at it, because I left an editable template of your resume and your cover letter. So the way that it works is that you can apply directly on their website, but that's going to take a longer time. The shorter way to apply is to join their Zoom meeting. Yeah, they are constantly hiring on Zoom. In fact, someone gave me their Zoom link, and that was where I applied from. The first thing you would do is that you will join the Zoom link, and someone will attend to you and ask you your name, ask you why you are here. Of course, you've got to tell them you're looking for a job. Then they're gonna ask you if you've done any kind of interview with them in the past days or years even. And depending on your answer, that will let them know the follow-up questions to ask you. Now, if you're just applying with them for the first time, you should be able to type at least 25 words per minute. That's the first step. So when you join the Zoom link and they ask you questions, then they'll ask for your email address, and they will send you a link for your typing speed. Now, I want to advise you, before you go on there, on their Zoom link, do some practice on your own, all right? You can go to typingtest.com or typingtest.ca, I think, to do some practice on your own. So after you do the typing speed test, you will come back to the Zoom link, and they will ask you if you've done that. They will ask you for the result, and the next thing they'll do is that you're going to do a speech test. They will send you another link to do a speech test. You know, being someone in the customer service, they want to know how sweet how sweet your voice sounds, your intonation, and all of those things. That speech test is basically some words that will be displayed on the screen. You're expected to say the words out. Then you click next and you say the next word. Sometimes it can be a sentence. Sometimes it can be something that doesn't even make sense. Sometimes it can be maybe a word that you've not even heard before. They just want to know how you pronounce words. After that, you will get back to the Zoom meeting, and they will give you something that's like a simulation, customer service scenario now. In my case, they gave me an order. This customer wanted to buy a particular item, and they asked me to ask some follow-up questions. Actually, the questions were displayed on the screen. So they just wanted me to tap the questions that I would ask in the scenario. The next one was a call with a customer, another simulation now. This customer wanted to make some inquiries, and I was supposed to upsell the customer on one of the services that our company provides. Then, of course, as a customer service personnel, you're supposed to log your discussion with the customer on a log sheet. And I did that. All of these things, they provided that. And it was one tap. The follow-up questions that I asked the customer were provided on the screen also. See, first you're going to read a set of instructions just to know what to say to a customer in the case of that scenario. Then I played the video and it was a customer who wanted to order some things. So everything is actually written on the screen for you. You just have to know what to say. The final stage is when you meet a team lead or someone who is a manager. Then he's gonna ask you some questions about yourself, you know, the usual, let's get to know you, what are you looking for? Please, when they ask you what you're looking for, of course, you have to keep your answer professional and still make sense of the question. But in my case, when they ask me, what are you looking for? He asked me first, so you are here, do you want a part-time or a full-time job? I said, I want a full-time permanent position. Then he asked me, what are you looking for? I just said, I repeated the same thing. I said, I'm looking for a full-time job. And the guy laughed, right? Well, that is that for that. After that, they're going to try and paint some scenarios and ask you what you would do as a customer service personnel in that situation. Maybe, in my case, they asked me, a customer is not satisfied with the service that you sold him. How do you approach the customer? See, stuff like that. But it's all centered on customer service. So you have to maybe get on YouTube and find some customer service interview questions or some technical support interview questions. The final stage is when he explains the job to you. He tells you their rate. He told me their rate, but I'm not going to tell you. Go find out for yourself. They tell you the rate and ask you if you're available on some days to pick up shifts. If they're hiring urgently, they could just fix you in a company, because what they do, like I told you before, is that they source customer service employees for companies. So if there is a company that is available and they want someone, they could just fix you up immediately. Otherwise, they just keep you in something they call a pool. And when there is an open position, then they fix you there. I know some people who work there. They say it's a great place to start if you're looking for something not full-time, all right? And their rate is not bad. It's actually above minimum wage in Alberta. And I think that their rates will be different for different countries. So go find out for yourself. And as always, share this video for your own good. Thank you for watching.